Hi guys, this time on Deep Junk we're going to put a period on 2021. Um, just a quick video to kind of wrap things up and make way for 2022. Um, this channel, if you've been around, you'd know this. The channel wasn't 25th scale models. To start, it was 64 scale diecast stuff, is what I was working on. And the last build that we did was this last February, and this was the car that we did, a Hudson Hornet. Um, the idea of the build was, if you know, in 50s you're going stock car racing, you've got a Hudson Hornet. What does your car look like for your shop? So Deep Junk Garage is a shop. We're gonna go stock car racing. This is what it would look like, and I'm very pleased. The work that I'd done on the 64 scale cars, I had a lot of fun. I just don't think that it was. I don't. Well, let me put it this way. I think I was doing the same things over and over again, even though they're different cars. A lot of guys are doing customs. They're doing restorations. Exact restorations. These are being modified, but not to the point where each car is that much different. You drill the car out, you strip it, you do the body work, smooth it up as best you can, and some nice paint on it and detail, good set of wheel and tire. And I just felt that the cars were kind of, well, not kind of, they were the same. So going to 25th scale, which is what I was avoiding in the first place because of the time it took to build one. A 64 scale car you could do easily in a week and put out content, and it was a good show for people, good something for them to watch once a week. But the 25th scale cars then would have more detail, and in them, in those detail, like an engine would be its own project. Uh, the interior is its own project. The chassis, if you're custom building something, that would be its own project. You could have so much more in one car, but it's also more expensive, naturally. So uh, when we started on the channel, the Roadrunner, we had started still back there waiting on some paint, waiting on body work really. 67 Impala. We'll be back to this car. We found their color, chassis done, engines done. Um, as you recall, we got our 64 Impala back out, and I was very uh, excited to do that, to finish that car. And a friend of a friend who watches the channel has a 64 Impala, builds model cars, wanted to purchase the 64 Impala and made a very generous offer. So the car went to a new home. So we were um, in the middle of that and then lost that content. So instead of going back to the 67 Impala or the Roadrunner, we busted out some Chargers, and we're going to have some fun with some ratty Chargers. This is not the black car. Old, well, I should say this is the black car with the red car's body. And we'll go through and look at this in more detail. We'll get back on these videos for this car. But what it boiled down to was the black body was just garbage. I mean garbage. So we're using two Chargers now to make one good ratty Charger. And some detail under the hood there. We got mocked up. So we'll show you more of that. This is a teaser, I guess. Um, but so that this channel as 25th scale models would have, I guess, started officially in October. So not a lot to show, especially when you're selling your content. This truck, maybe you've seen it before. I haven't worked on it yet on the channel, uh, but it was famous for about 5 seconds. This truck is Model King or Mobius 69 half-ton Ford. I got it to about this point and stopped on it a couple of years ago, and I had seen a gentleman had started a Facebook group for strictly box stock model cars. It's called Strictly Box Stock Model Car Facebook group, and I put a couple pictures of mine. I joined the group, put a couple pictures up of some of my cars, and this truck caught the eye of Lucas C. Lucas C was nice enough to put this on his channel. I guess showcase it for a few seconds along with some other really killer model cars, and so this one was famous for all of about 5 seconds. But we will finish this car or truck coming up. We'll go through this also coming up here and take a look at it. I'll show you what I've done so far. I like to geek out, especially the box stock cars, trucks. Model kit's really good. You can build it box stock, and I like to, from my restoration days, I go crazy with chalk markings and factory assembly line stuff on the chassis, the firewall markings on this. There's a bunch of stuff on this truck, and we'll go through and take a look at it as we get back on it and finish it. Alright guys, next up, I wanted to give a big thank you to a friend of the channel's, Lee, who has a YouTube channel also. It's Time Riders Wee Little Cars. He sent us this 70 AMX. He is primarily 64 scale Matchbox and Hot Wheels. He does restorations, really cool restorations, and we became friends, naturally through the 64 scale stuff. And when he saw we made the switch over to plastic, he said, "Hey, I've got a kit. If you're interested, I'll send it to you." And this is what he sent out. This one is a 2015 re-release. This car was 1960 or 70 when we first saw it, and then again in 2014 and then 2015. So differences in the box art here and there a little bit, some decals I think. But we're going to go through this. We'll look at it, and then we're going to build it. So again, very huge thank you to Lee for sending that out to us. And if you don't know, you haven't seen his channel, you should go over there and check it out. Sub. If you dig any of this kind of stuff, in the hobby, you'll definitely like to check it out and geek out on some of the restoration stuff on those Hot Wheels and the Matchbox and that. So thank you, Lee. Guys, to wrap up 2021, this is the last model that I've purchased this year. I was at the hobby shop the other day, and this one was still in its plastic it had a black and gold decal up here that said Builder's Choice on it, which I looked up. This was re-released in '95 as a Builder's Choice deal with box art and everything. So originally the box art we saw in '74 with the years running up the left side of it, and before that the Rivieras were annual kits. So they had a 66, 7, 8, and 9 version of it. Then re-released this one in '74 and then again in '95. So I saw it. It was still in the wrapper. I have a '74 version that I bought from eBay, which is really sad shape. So I wanted to build one, and it's mint, you know, in the box, wrapped up. Um, couldn't wait to get it out. Sorry, guys. Had I gone any faster, I'd unwrapped it in the car and probably wrecked. So we're going to go through this one also this year. We're going to go through even faster, not just this year, but in a video soon here. We're going to go through it and check it out, and we will most likely set it up next to the 74 uh, release and take a look at it. Um, the box art, I like that box art. So there you have it. The last, unless I get a wild hair and I run down there tomorrow, guys. This is it. Last days of 2021. This is the last the last kit. All right, guys. So to close out 2021, I'd like to say thank you to my wife, who supported the channel and my hobbies. Has just been awesome. Uh, I couldn't ask for anyone any better for putting up with putting up with me and all this crap. But it really does mean a lot when your spouse or significant other shares in your hobbies and interests. Thank you to her. Thank you to Lee again for that nice gift. That AMX is much appreciated. I want to thank you guys for checking in, subscribing, commenting. That all means a lot. It's fun sharing the hobby with you. And I was trying to think of putting some kind of catchphrase at the end here. You know, all the big channels have them. Um, Lucas C's got the one I can't ever remember. Uh, Man, I know that building the model cars is fun, but I can't remember. Huffing the glue, cutting Irene. No, huffing the glue, cut the styrene. Something like that. Anyway, thanks again, guys. Happy New Year. We will see you in the next one.